So this is the DWI Dowellin D10. It is decent sized quad. I expected this to be like a micro quad when I ordered it, like a size of, say, like maybe tiny whoop size, maybe a little bit larger, but this is significantly larger than a tiny whoop. It has the bright red eye right here in front, so that helps you with the orientation. It also looks cool flying in the air, and it has the ducks here that kind of cycle through colors. Kind of looks like Christmas in the sky when this one's out there flying around. And it has some cool extra features that I'll show you in the flight review. It does like a pirouette and then like kind of like a backwards funnel, like low, slow funnel type of situation. Decent transmitter. The buttons are labeled on it. So on the right side here we have your trim buttons. That's pretty standard for any transmitter in this toy grade class. And then over here we got a bunch of different functions. This one down here is the stunt button, I guess you'd call it. It does the pirouettes, and then if you do, that's a short push, and then if you do a long push, it'll do that like backwards funnel type thing. This one here, it has like a light bulb next to it. That is for the lights, obviously. And then I found out, and you'll see in the video, that if you long push this, it puts it into mode 1, I think it is, where this becomes throttle and yaw, and then this is pitch and aileron. It was really strange. I got real confused there. And then we got headless mode and return to home, and then auto takeoff, auto land, and I think if you long push that, it's emergency stop. I could be wrong on that. I never actually used that feature on this one. And then on the top we got our speed button and our flip button, 3 speeds, and it does flips. Real nice on this one. Decent transmitter. It's very flyable. It's obviously not hobby grade, but it gets the job done. Now if we look at the quad, underneath you got your battery, and this is like a semi-proprietary battery. I mean, it is just a LiPo in there, but the connection on it is unique to this quad, so you're not gonna be able to charge this with your hobby grade charger without some mods or something like that. It comes with a USB charging cable, so it should get the job done. It comes with 2 of them actually, 2 batteries and 2 USB charging cables, and they all fit nicely in the case that it comes in. I'm not 100% sure what the milliamp hourage is on this battery. It flies for a decent flight time. I will put that up on the screen on the flight review. I don't remember exactly what it is, but it's a very satisfying flight when I've been out flying it around. Charging time for the battery is 80 to 100 minutes. It says. I never actually timed it myself, but it seems logical. And it did come with a spare set of props and a spare set of screws, and there was a screwdriver also. The case this one came in is really nice. That's exactly how it was shipped to. There was no box or anything for this. It just came right in the case, and I really like this case. You can carry it around, not worrying about it getting bent or damaged, or the props being bent or damaged. And it could fit 4 batteries, but it only comes with 2, and unless you want to buy the extra. I'm not even sure if they sell extra. Actually, it looks like you could fit 6 batteries in here. The case fits the quad and the transmitter very nicely, and all the extra stuff that it comes with, so that is definitely a really nice feature of this quad, that it comes with the sweet carrying case. Didn't really have any issues with this one. It flew really nice, it flies really stable, it does nice flips, and it recovers from the flips very nicely. Obviously, it's an excellent night flyer, and that's one of the draws to this one. Almost distracting when you're flying around because the lights are flashing around so much, but it is really cool looking in the air at night and at dusk, and the red light definitely helps you with orientation. It's kind of cool that you can turn the lights on and off if you want to, save some battery if you're flying around during the day. It has pretty good power and it can fight a decent amount of wind, but obviously it has a big body, so it's going to catch some wind on a real windy day. So breezy day you can definitely fly this one, but it's a little bit more challenging. You can always fly it indoors. It does have the nice ducts, and it's very maneuverable to be able to fly inside. So it's a nice indoor-outdoor quad, daylight, nighttime, kind of a do-everything quad. If you're just starting out, this was a really nice one that you can start with, because it starts very docile in the low rate, and then you can just increase your speeds as your skill level increases. You can also learn to fly it indoors without any wind or any elements to fight, and that'll make it a little bit easier on your first flights with this one. And then once you increase your skill level and get a little more comfortable with it, you can take it out and fly it on a decent amount of days, I would say. Had a couple of crashes on this one where the battery popped out, so apparently the battery is a little bit prone to pop out while you're flying it around. Not a huge deal, but just something to be aware of. I think that's about all I got here with the D10, so why don't we jump into the flight review. We're gonna take the DWI Dowellin D10 for a flight here. Not quite dark here, but I think the LEDs will show up fine. If they don't, I've already probably showed you some footage of it flying at night, and maybe I'll take it for a little spin at night later. So on-off switch down here, we'll turn this guy on, put it down on the ground, and up, down to bind. I don't even know if you have to do that, but I do it anyway. And I think I can go like down and out or down and in to calibrate. There is a way to calibrate it. There it is, both sticks down to the right. Both sticks down to the right. So we got a automatic takeoff. So I'm gonna utilize that. We'll go up in the low rate for now. Low rate. Not too much wind tonight, so it's a pretty docile flyer and low rate. There's your yaw. Let's bring it in closer and I'll give you a yaw example on the low rate. There's your yaw on the low. Pretty slow. So let's go up to mid rates. 3 rates on this guy. Increases on the second rate. Nice. It's a decent yaw on the second rate. I think it gets a little bit faster. Yep. Definitely a little bit faster on the third rate. So here we are on the third rate yaw. Not bad, right? You can definitely do some nice funnels. Check that out. The lights look good in the sky. You got the big red eyeball looking at you, so there's no problems. I got my finger there a little bit there. Woohoo! That's the other thing, is they come up a little bit above the prop guards, these props, above the ducts. So be careful of that. Don't get your finger in there like I just did. Anyway, let's go back to low rates here, and I'll just give you full forward pitch on low rates and full forward pitch coming back in a turn. So again, I'm real docile on there. Here's me, this is what I try to do a funnel on low rates, and you just get a big circle basically. So there you go. Pretty much all there is for low rates here. Now we're on mid rates. See what we got for funnel on mid rates. A little bit tighter, but not quite super tight. You know, the third rate's definitely the rate you want to do with the funnel. This is more like a spinny spin, you know. Okay, so full forward pitch on the second rate. Not bad. Good for indoors and outdoors on a cold or on a calm day like today. Flies nice. This one is a really nice flyer, real stable flyer, a great night flyer, obviously. Almost a little distracting with the lights flashing. So I don't know if I'll give you a light, well, maybe I'll give you a light demonstration out here. I'm not sure how well that's picking up on the camera. Okay, so third rate here, we'll go back to our funnel. Definitely tighter on the third rate. Nice funnel. And we'll go the other way for good measure. Pretty sweet, huh? And then full forward pitch on the third rate. Spin back around, fly by. Flies nice. So this one also has some auto functions here on this bottom left button. So we'll push that and then it'll just do like a pirouette type of maneuver. And obviously I got my hands right off the stick. So you can still control the elevation with your throttle when you're doing that. And I think it stops itself after a certain amount of time. I'm not sure exactly how long that is. Let's do it one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Maybe you gotta like, oh, maybe it's, if you hit throttle after a certain amount of time, it'll stop. So I guess it just goes if you just let it do its thing. And then a long press of that same button, let me just get it over this way a little bit, is gonna do kind of like an orbit maneuver. You know, like a slow speed funnel type of thing. but it doesn't really stay in place if you notice. Let's bring it back over here and do that again. And obviously I got my hands off here, and it's just flying, doing little circles, backwards circles, I guess. And then if you want to get out of that at any time, you just give it some right stick action. Okay, so I guess the only other thing, I'm not going to do headless mode, or I think it has one key return. So we'll cycle through the lights, shut them off, hit them again, and then they do that thing where they're like flashing off again. What happens when you hold it? I don't know what if that's doing anything. And then I think they just go back to flat. Oh wait, what are we doing here? What are you doing? Oh, that must be like headless mode or something. Let me try that again. I don't know what that was. That was dangerous. Let me bring it over here. Oh, you know what that's doing? It's like reversing my controls. This becomes throttle when I hit that. I just discovered this right now. So that's it changes your mode, I guess. I'm not sure, I'd have to look up what mode that actually is, but I guess that's a good feature for the people that don't want to fly mode 2. Most quads come in mode 2 by default. So this one, oh, I guess we didn't do any flips, had we? Let's give it some flips while we got some battery. Flips nice. And the roll. Wow, that was weird. I guess if I really think about it, I can fly whatever mode that was, but like, that hurt my brain for a second. Almost had to go fishing for that on the roof. That would have been fun, huh? So let's bring it in. Let's bring it in for a nice close flippy flip here. Backwards flip. Let's go forward. And we'll do some rolls. So nice stable flyer here. The DWI, unfortunate with that acronym. I don't know, is it DWI or is it DWI Dowellin D10? DWI Dowellin D10 or DWI? I'm not sure how that pronunciation goes, but anyway, means it has a very distinct meaning here in the States, so maybe it means something different in like China or wherever. Or maybe it's just, you know, a bunch of initials for the founders of the company or something. I have no idea. I feel like they could have gone a different order though. Maybe not. Anyway, this guy's a nice flyer. Got it on special for Amazon. It was like one of those lightning deals. I can't remember exactly how much it was. I think this usually runs around in the $30 range. I've probably already told you the exact price in the review, but I'd recommend it. It comes with a sweet case. It comes with 2 batteries, 2 chargers, and it comes with a quad you can fly indoors, outdoors, daylight, and at night. So I definitely recommend this one. I've been having a lot of fun with it. It's a nice flyer too. It flies real stable, it flies real smooth, and it's cool in the air. Really good for beginners because it has the prop guards, and you know, stable. You can't really knock it out of the air. You can bump into things. We must be getting low on battery here because we're getting heavy on the throttle. Ooh, 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 ooh. It's got altitude hold. Okay, there we are. We got LVC. So I'm just gonna come in for a manual landing, and there we go. There you go, that's your D10 flight test and review.
Oh no. Oh man. Whoa. Ooh, it's got like the kill switch if it bumps into something. Oh man. You know, hit the wrong button, I guess.